Feel as if watching Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. I mean, look, I came out earlier and I was wrong at the beginning of the season because I thought there was more chemistry between Dame and Giannis, and that's still to be determined. But the proof is in the body of work with the chemistry and Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown have came together to lead this team. Now we still need to see the proof is in the playoffs. But there is a human nature that I understand that when you lock up the #1 seed, there is a part of you, especially for the Celtics, that when you look at how they handle the playoffs and how they enter the playoffs, or anything else they've done during the regular season. Right? We say, okay, from beginning to end, they dominated the regular season. So I know we can get into the weeds, these nuances, but when you look up the #1 seed, it's human nature for this team to what's about the time.
Oh, foul?
Because that's good. So as I'm hearing what DeJounte Murray got with 44 points, and the game winner, and it was a back-to-back to Atlanta. Okay, to a degree, let Atlanta get in that 8th spot. Let them get in that 8th spot. And then I want to see how that interpretation is going to be handled when we get into playoff time. And it's really time for the Celtics to strap up. I think we'll see a different Celtics team.
I knew it was going to come a point, a time on this show, that I was going to have to get my feet out. Shoot, damn it is right. Okay, listen. We just had over the last couple of games for the Bucks being a couple of nights ago. Okay, and then all of a sudden, with Trae Young, they come back and beat you. Okay, and that's Murray. I stayed to 44 shots. I get on that shot he did take. So now, into the postseason, you do realize, Jay, and you know this. You never know who's watching. And why do I say that? Because you have NBA scouts in the stands. Why are those NBA scouts from other teams in the stands? Because all the NBA teams are gearing up for what? Postseason. And right now, the Celtics are showing that they're vulnerable. This is a team that is championship of Bucks. I don't believe there's no other team in the NBA that has more pressure than us.
Good shot.
If they have it good, they need to be playing their best basketball going into the postseason. Understand one thing, and you get another bite at the apple, you get an opportunity with all your guys available. Your starting five, you guys can say, you get a chance to go out there and showcase that, hey, I want to put down in any time, especially in the Eastern Conference, that if you come playing against us, we're going to start you have no chance. And that's a huge deal going into the postseason. It's making sure that your opponents have doubt. I think it's anybody in the Eastern Conference that's here for the Eastern Conference. I really don't.
When somebody said, well, here's this team, they're #1 seed. They lost one of the last 5 or 6 games. Looks like they're taking their eye off of it. Come on, man. The Celtics have lost back-to-back games to the Hawks with today and Derek White in their first game back. Now we're going to say there's questions to be concerned about the Celtics that they lost to a team at one point, even though they blew the lead, even though I just said it's human nature. Now we're going to make a case that we're worried about a team who's
good pass. It's a good pass, bro.
Every team has challenges. Yeah, there's a lot of responsibility. That's what we're going to do.
And you know what's going to make you concerned for the Boston Celtics? They're just especially Jason Tatum. You Do you know this, Jay? You know the players that actually plays shots, meaning go-ahead baskets, on-time ball baskets. Jason Tatum ranks 25th out of 25 players that qualify. So what it tells me is, when it's down to the clutch, when it matters the most, I don't know if the Celtics could actually complete the mission and close out games. Now, when they have big lead going into the fourth and they're dominating and they're at home especially, we know that they're going to have the business. But we also know that in the postseason, coaching matters. The game is going to slow down. And now all of a sudden, you got Joe Mazzulla, who I have respect for, that I feel like has done an excellent job good job since taking over, the role of the head coach. Ime Udoka was left. But at the end of the day, think about the coaches that he has to go against in this Eastern Conference. People say what they want about Doc, but Doc is proving he's a hell of a coach, Hall of Fame coach, a Tom Thibodeau, an Eric Spoelstra, a Nick Nurse, Quinn Snyder. Excellent coaches that are going to have their players prepared. I'm talking earlier today with Coach Self, my guy, and Molly jumped in, bragging about her UConn. And we talked about Coach, and we talked about Coach Hurley. I didn't have his post-game interviews. And the big thing he always talked about, he showed major love to his assistant coaches, and he talked about their preparation. I believe that Coach Hurley one day will be a hell of an NBA coach if he decides to go that route. Preparation, and that guy that's walking up and down that sideline.
They keep playing defense, y'all. Keep playing defense. We fucking these niggas
so
up.
Preparation has nothing to do with the
team.
Get to the court. 57-16. The best
That's all they want, bro. That's all they gotta do. Gotta shoot the threes, bro. They don't even want to dunk. They had a free dunk.
Celtics. If Atlanta finds a way to get to the AC, you're going to take Atlanta over the Celtics? Go ahead, I'll wait.
Jay, listen.
Look at anything for a three.
I also think that he's dialed in so much that he's going to find concern when actually he's too close to the ball.
He's speaking about this. I'm kind of reading between the lines that he might know a little more than us of things that need to happen with that team. Like, we know the talent's there, but maybe there's some things that you can control that they're missing.
That's all me, bro. I didn't expect you.
I'm not going to say that there's not things that have to be shown in the playoffs. Joe Mazzulla and some of the coaching techniques that he's had.
Good shot.
I'm just not going to say because of back to that losses to the Hawks when they have the number one seed locked up. I'm not going to draw a conclusion from that to say, well, now I'm overly concerned about the Celtics.
Jay, it's not what you do, it's how you do it. And I'm talking about the clutch moments. And listen, this is not a sprint when it comes down to the Celtics. This is a marathon. Again, remember, when we started this topic, I said this championship is. So even if the Celtics get through the Eastern Conference, which they should, they still have to win the NBA championship. And Lord knows they don't want to face the Denver Nuggets. Because when we talk about clutch moments, and we talk about having to be dialed in for 48 minutes, then it's really a level of concern for the Celtics.
It's also about how they match up with the Joker, because that dude is different.
I love this matchup.
That's what I'm saying. Yes.
It's not just a white flag. It's legooo's ideas.
It's just a doc, but a way to wow with words.
But there's no communication. Every department. It's not just this. It's design.
They're playing the fly on the road against the Heat on Tuesday night. Klay Thompson showed that he still has some splash left in the tank. Same for his first start since March 13th. He gave the biggest performance throughout the 28 points. He was number 20 from the fields. 6 for 14 from 3 in the win.
Real foul. This is Klay lane running with Majewski. He's got Klay as the trail. Now his fingers.
This season, but they got a center right now to wrap up the year.
19, 6 of those points.
As they try to hold off the Rockets taking that 10th and final play spot. So after the game, Steve said he put get back in the first starting lineup, add more spacing, and some of the move isn't necessarily permanent. But the starting play for the rest of the season is got to control another. Yeah, you don't seem to be particularly enthused with the rationale behind it.
I mean, it's not permanent. I mean, so what is he complaining? He ain't got shit. He ain't got shit. What are we trying to say that? Like, what are we trying to? It's not permanent. You might as well just keep playing. You ain't got nothing.
is firmly in. Shit.
One of the most famous shots in NBA Finals history. One of the most famous shots in NBA history. What went into that shot?
That day, you think about that series. That's Game 6. So I did that. If you just think about those 6 games, I did that at least 30 to 40 shots before every game, and then every shooting routine. Before practice, in between. For me, it was a right that I had to be able to push on a daily basis, to be able to move and shoot a shot where I can go sideways, and then you see kids, they don't understand it when I'm yelling at them in practice saying faster, don't. We'll shoot spot shots just to get them working on release, and then I'll put them through drills where they got to run. So I have a drill where you start this basket, full court. So this team, there's 3 guys here, 3 here, maybe 4 here, 4 here. This side, they're on team. So when they shoot, they got to run to this side. So each basket, you got to make 15 shots. So if this basket finishes with 15 first, then they all can run down in there and help this team, shoot their 15, and whoever's finished wins. There's consequences at the run. But I told them, what makes this drill easier for you is the opposite of what you think. Because if you shoot and you lollygag down to the other end, that means by the time you get down there, your rest is less. So now by the time you get down there, now you're about to have to shoot again, and we're always behind. So when you shoot, haul ass down here to get more rest. Now you got 2 or 3 people in front of you. Now you can rest, you can gather yourself, you can go right to your shot. So the sprint is the magic. That's why you do it. Run as hard as you can to rest. That's what happens in game. Then take your game shot. If you can practice that, so you put yourself in situations that you're always used to being able to catch the ball sideways, go up in the air. Because remember, shooting is just that little space that you have. You can't come from way over there in one spot to here. Like, you're always in a confined space. You watch the guys spacing, and if you're on this baseline, you just slide to the left or to the right a little bit. You slide to the right, and then you go up in the air and shoot. So you got chop, 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 chop up in the air. You don't have a chance to go chop, chop, and then shoot.
Yeah.
And so
I think that's what's the most amazing thing about that shot, is that it was in such a confined space, and truthfully a confined amount of time too.
Yeah, about shooting. You shot so many shots in your routine. You know where the basket is. Like I used to
spatial awareness.
Yeah,
court,
yeah. Like I'm sitting in the. What I would do is I would catch the ball with my back to the basket, and I would jump in the air and shoot it. Literally. Like, if the basket's there, I would be facing that way in the arena, and then you got him would be right there. He throw me the ball right here, and as he's throwing it, I would jump and shoot in there. You start to understand where your relationship is to you and the basket. And it's a very, advanced way to think about shooting, because now you're so comfortable with turning left shoulder, turning right shoulder. And I'll tell you another thing that's super important. So I'm telling my son this because we were playing with him one other day, and I was on a bad hit, but I would just kind of mess around with him. And every time he would go shoot the ball, like he had to go from here to up here. And I said, so now when you start to get in involved shooting, now you have to know how to replace the ball. Because if you got a good defender on you with the ball in front of you, can you bring the ball over here and then get to here? Can you bring the ball from here and then get to here? Because everybody's comfort zone is to come from right here. So now you got to be able to catch the ball here and then go right to here real fast. That shot, if I remember correctly, did you bring it from your left? I'm not right. It's right here. Yeah. Because it came, he got it to me like right here, and then I came down with it. You know, so it's even like a blur to me because it feels like it happened in slow motion.
That played it.
Yeah, I mean, I watched the ball, even as I think about it now, I watched the ball, and it just kind of, it was like a real movie. It happened in slow motion, and I swear, it didn't feel like I did anything with it. It didn't feel like it was gonna make it to the rim. It just kind of, as I think about it, just kind of floated right there, and then all of a sudden it was just like, and
so you didn't feel like when you shot it, because we know as shooters, we know a perfect shot, we know a shot's going in.
Yeah, no,
you didn't feel that.
Nope. I had no feeling whatsoever, and it was just, I can only equate it to just the work that I put in my body now. It was like I was in a position when they just said, we got this. We got this. We've been here. We'll take over from here. And you know, it was like that one shot. Like as many game winners as I've hit over my career, it seemed like you just set up for that one shot, and then that's it.
Everything built for that one.
But it's the worst anxiety you can imagine. Because even you know, when you get to a point where, you know, I'm shooting 90+% from the free throw line too. So now I'm in a position that whatever the game is on the line, it's a 2-point game, everybody's like pulling the ball towards me. So all this anxiety around shooting, making free throws, being able to come through the clutch, I was like, this, you know, I don't want to be, and fortunate for me, and you have a little more than me, you know, social media, there's such a crux of pressure that kind of comes down on players. Like when you don't perform well, like people are right on your timeline, you know, right at you, you know, and I didn't have to deal with that, but you always worried about being able to perform in those situations. That's why I was like, I can't sit and rest thinking this is going to solve itself. Like, I got to be able to push myself and be in the situation. That's why it wasn't about success for me. It wasn't about somebody saying that I was good. It was about me being able to come through in a moment when most people don't want that smoke.
One of these people brushes with Colgate Total Plaque for release.